I opened 1,512 booster packs of Scarlet and Violet so you don't have to. And in this video, you're going to see exactly how many hits that amount of packs gets you. For those who don't know, I have a TCG store called PokeRand.net. And to stock enough cards for you guys, we have to open a lot of packs. And yes, I'll tell you exactly how many Miriam cards we pulled from these packs. I was doing this with my mum who works for the PokeRand store as well. And she started off really strong by pulling this Arcanine card right here. And shortly after my mum pulled the Arcanine card, I pulled the exact same card. Can you believe that? And after that, I had an absolutely insane pack by pulling both the Miraidon Full Art and the Miraidon Special Illustrated Red too. Of course, I'm not going to bore you by showing you every single pack we opened, so let's skip to the amount of cards that I pulled. I'm not exactly sure what I expected from this challenge, but it's more than I thought. Honestly, it is more than I thought. Why did we open this many packs? Well, the answer is simply to get more stock for the PokeRand.net website. If you've shopped on PokeRand before and you've watched these videos, you know we struggled for a long time in getting enough stock, but now that problem's gone. We're getting enough stock now and we want to supply you guys with the best Pokemon card service out there. So yeah, PokeRand.net for all your Pokemon card needs. Single cards, especially booster boxes, ETBs, everything you might need. But here we go. Here are the GXs, and there's more, by the way. Let me get a stack. So obviously here's everything. As you can tell, a lot of speed ups. Now, when you're opening these for the store, obviously when you open it for yourself, you want to get the better cards, right? But I'm not trying to say that you want to get the most expensive cards all the time. You want your preferred cards, your favorite Pokemon, your favorite style of cards, your own individual chase card. Now, when you open them for the store, it's completely different. Respectfully, when you open them for the store, you want to get as much value as physically possible, because you're opening a booster box, you want to make sure that you get at least the value of the box, if not more, but you want to make sure that opening the box was not the wrong decision, you know? But for a store, especially like us, want to make sure that you guys have options, you know? So you've got single cards to choose from, and that means opening packs like this, even if it means less value from one specific item, if that makes sense. But as you can see here, so many Arcanine EX cards, and I love this new Terra EX style. I'm not going to count every single one, but you know, feel free to. It's absolutely crazy. I mean, obviously you'd expect it from this many packs, but I wanted to show you guys and showcase what you can expect, what you can pull from this. Now here we go, Miraidon. There's always a select few cards from each set that are playable, okay? And those playable EXs, I was going to say GXs or Vs, and they do add up a lot. So if you're getting duplicates and putting them onto eBay or your websites or whatever, and you see certain cards flying off the shelf, such as Miraidon, such as Gardevoir, that's because these work in decks, you know? And people want to get these, create play sets and put them into their deck. So I'm glad that we pulled so many Miraidons right here. Miraidon is one of the cards you want to pull in abundance, and we did do right here. Just counting, there are 17 Miraidons right here, which is very, very nice. However, sometimes you get something like this, okay? You get Magnezone. Not a bad Pokemon, but if you were going to get an electric type Pokemon that starts with an M, you would like Miraidon. And look at this. Look at how many Magnezone we pulled out of these boxes. Like, that's insane. 23 Magnezone EX. I'm pretty sure Magnezone is the most pulled EX that we had in this experiment, I guess, if you will. Banette, bit of a hit or miss. I like Banette as a Pokemon. Gen 3 represent. Okay, a lot. Okay, maybe more Banettes than Magnezone. Gardevoir up next. Gardevoir is one of the special cards that you want to get. Definitely playable as well. And as you can see, we did really, really well with the Gardevoir. I'm the kind of guy who just like, maybe we're all like this. Maybe humans are like this. Maybe this is why as a society we're so driven by money. But I love seeing the same thing many, many times. Anyone else? Like, I'm not sure if there's a word for that or if there's a feeling for that. I just like seeing that, you know? And then we have Great Tusk right here as well. After the GXs, we have the art rares, or illustrated rares, they're now called, okay? Let me get a stack of these and show you these. Now, a lot of people in the community, and I've seen around online, etc., people are kind of like disregarding. Wait, hold on. This is the wrong box, I believe. Okay, my bad. I skipped on a little bit, guys. I forgot about the rest of the GXs and the start of the illustrated rares. Hold on a sec, guys. More EXs. We've got Koraidon. Koraidon, abundance of Koraidon. We've got Toxicroak EX. We have Iron Treads EX. Iron Treads continuation. Okay, wow, a lot of Iron Treads. And then Oinkologne. I know a lot of you guys out there don't like Oinkologne. I love Oinkologne. Just a great name, great Pokemon. Here we go. Now we're back to the illustrated rares. Big debate about these because I saw someone claim that, I think, was it Ralts was the rarest card in the entire set, because in their instances of opening Pokemon cards, I'm not sure how many they opened or how many packs they opened, they only pull like 1 or 2. But the problem is there are like, I believe there are 24 illustrated rares there or thereabouts. There's a lot of different illustrated rares. You only get roughly around 3 per box. On average, that's what we expect, is to get 3 per box, okay? Maybe you can run the numbers and see what it actually is. But roughly, on top of my head, around 3 per box. So you're not guaranteed to pull every single art rare. You could open 5,000 packs and never pull a certain art rare. It's just how probability works. It's how this works, you know? So it doesn't necessarily mean it's rare. These are quite common. These are common cards. They're not outrageous to get. They're not impossible to get. You get 3 in every box, roughly. Now, that doesn't mean they're not sought after. It doesn't mean that they're not wanted by people who didn't get them in their packs or their boxes, okay? So there is some value, but I'm just trying to say, be careful when you're working with these. But on the flip side of this, also don't disregard them because of that scenario I just mentioned before. While they're not rare or hard to get, they could be hard to get for you, you know? So, and the artwork is brilliant. So we've got Tarantula right here. We've got a Scyther on there, which I love. If you get the spit up special illustrated rare and put it on top, you'll see it continues. And then the label at Ace Gradient also continues. So you got a 3-peat if you get all 3 together. Although the label on the bottom would, anyway, you know what I'm trying to say. Dolliv up next. Very cool card. We've got Toadschool. I like the colors on this one. Very, very popular to me, you know. Scovillain, great name. Absolutely great name. Amarouge, Amarogue. How do you guys say that one? We've got Slowpoke now. We actually did really well with the Slowpoke. I know this is a fan favorite. Again, not crazy valuation, but it's just a beautiful piece of art, right? You got Slowpoke coming out of the shop. Beautiful, bright colors. Pastel-y in a way. You got the brownish cream I'm not sure what you call that. The blue and the pink of the Slowpoke. Very, very nice. And we pulled a lot of those. So very, very happy with how they worked out and how they did. Clauncher, I think my first illustrated rare that I ever pulled on this channel was a Clauncher. We got Wiglet up next. So as you'll see that we pulled a lot of certain art rares, illustrated rares, sorry, and we pulled very minimal of the others. So for example, a lot of Donzozo, then just 4, it looks like, 4 Pachirisu, okay, 4 Porma. Drowsy, only 3. Rolts, 1, okay. So I might have then just actually messed up because I told you it's not the rarest card. We opened 42 boxes and got 1 Rolls, it looks like. Unless there's one hiding behind here. No, we got 1 Rolls. That doesn't mean that this Rolls is hard to get. It just, maybe it does. I mean, don't shoot the messenger. Maybe there is some sort of weight to these, and maybe they did make Rolls harder to get, but the principle is what I'm trying to say. The principle is, you know, there are 24, you get 3 chances each time to pull one of those 24. If you do the math on that, I'm not a mathematician, but if you do the math on that in terms of odds and probability, it's not guaranteed you'll pull one ever, or probably some point, but you know what I'm saying. But anyway, 1 Rolls, and this card is quite expensive as well compared to the rest of the illustrated rares. But listen, man, you know what I'm trying to say, the principle. We've got Curlier, Fido, Graveyard, and continuing Graveyard in the next pile. Graveyard continued. Riolu, one of my favorites from this set. I mean, look at it. Great colors, gym gear, trashing the house up. Riolu's a mean cookie. Why did I say that? Klaus, Santa Claus. Standout before that. Another fan favorite, I think. A lot of people like this one. My Bostiff, let's go. Bombardier Side-Eye. King Gambit, love this. Shout out to Kalshar. I know he's going to love this one. He loves Bishop. Does it actually? Does he? I do. I love Bishop. King Gambit. Look at that. Ooh, I might grade some of these. I probably will grade some of these, by the way. So if you don't pick these up on the PokeRand website, if these stay there for just too long, I will probably grade some of these. Okay, so hurry up, guys. If you want to get these, get them now. You know, Squovit. And I think Squovit's the last one we have here before we get into the full arts. Now, the full arts are beautiful cards. We've got Spit-Ups. If you pull a Spit-Ups, you're not entirely gassed, but if you pull the Arcanine, you're over the moon. Out? I was gonna say you're out of this world. You're over the moon. We got 4 Arcanine EXs. These are actually some of the only cards in this set that actually went up post-release. We noticed that the trends started to go up a little bit, and I thought they were undervalued to begin with. So it's nice to see that they are getting recognized now because they are beautiful cards. Great Pokemon as well. And yeah, Gyarados as well. We got more Gyarados than the Arcanine, but only just 5 Gyarados for Arcanine. Magnezone, again, not the most... Oh, Miraidon though. Sorry, I get ahead of myself here. Miraidon, a lot. 4 of those pulled. And God of War. We did really, really well with God of War here. Look, as you can see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 God of War full arts. And again, people like to bling their deck up a little bit. So if God of War EX is playable, and if Miraidon EX is playable, then you could also consider the full arts to be a little bit more desired. However, not always the case. The price doesn't go up as much as you would think unless you get to the special illustrated rares, and you start getting crazy. We've got Banette up next, full art Banette. And we've got Great Tusk. Great Tusk, probably one of the least desired full arts. Koraidon, love this Pokemon. Love the green in the back as well. We've got Toxicroak. My apologies. Iron Treads. Oinkologne. Love this Dapo Fellow. We've got Iron Treads. Okay. These are in the wrong order. That's probably my fault. There we go. Fixed it. And then more Oinkologne. Wow. We got... Oh my goodness me. We got a lot of Oinkologne. What's funny as well is my mum like opened these as well. So she did about half, or probably more than half than I did. I was doing other stuff, you know, but I also opened these a lot as well at the warehouse. And I don't remember pulling 1 Oinkologne full art. So she must have pulled the rest of them, unless I'm lying. Maybe I just forgot, you know. Here we have the full art traders, okay? Now it starts to get a bit techie. Let's check this out. We all know what full art support we're looking for, and it ain't Arven, but we did get 4 Arven. We got Jack, 4 Jack, KT, 5 KT. So it's quite consistent though within the different, you know, full arts. Miriam, we got 4 Miriam. This is the one that you want to look out for. Not the most expensive card of the set, but it still is a great full art. And it's actually crazy because this card on its own back in the day would go for absolutely, well, not ridiculous amounts, but this would be the sought after card. But now that I've had the special illustrated rares, it's even crazier, you know, even crazier. But 4 Miriam. Penny, we have, okay, we have 5 Penny. Professor Research, 6 Professor's Research. The Bloke, we have, my brain can't compute, 1, 2, 3, 6 again. Team Star Grunt, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, okay, so pretty consistent. Round 4 or 5, maybe sometimes 6 of the full art trainers, so very, very consistent there. And again, I also want to say that just 1,500 packs is not enough to do any sort of like, this is what you can expect. I'm not doing that video here. Obviously, I'm showing you what you can expect from this amount of packs, but I'm not saying this is the, what do you call it? The pack rate. This is not the, what's the word for it, man? People use a phrase for this. What I'm trying to say is 1,500 packs is still a small sample size to get a guaranteed example of the hit rate of this set. Is that the right word? You know what I'm trying to say. Miraidon right here, 4 of those golds, 1 Koraidon EX right there, but now we're getting into the final box, okay? The final countdown. Here we go, the final box. And as you can see, this pile right here isn't as big as the rest, but this is what you came to see. Let's be honest, guys. This is what you came to see, and I know exactly what card you're looking for. I know exactly what you're looking for, guys. It makes me sick. Not really, it's completely fine. I love the gold Pokemon in this set. I like the tool cards, you know, the item cards. I do quite like these. I always have enjoyed them, but when there are these in the set, I just want these, man. I really do, and I'm sorry to say that, but it's just true. A lot of rare candy, rare basic energy. I think these are cool when it's not yellow, I'll be honest. When it's not yellow, like Psychic will do really well. If they had a fairy one, I'd be all over it, but there we go. They're the gold cards, guys. But let's just get out of the way, man. Who cares about gold cards? It's all about these special illustrated rares. And I know you want to get to see how many Miriams we pull, okay? I know you want to see that, but I want to put them to the side just now, okay? You ain't going to see them. You ain't going to see them. I'll tell you now, it's less than you think. All right, Spit Ops EX right here. We have 2 Iron Treads. Again, this is an example of a great piece of art, a great card, suffering a lot because maybe it's not as desirable of a Pokemon, but I think it's fantastic. The artwork is absolutely stunning. Look at that, like, galaxy in the background, the colors, the composition of this photo right there, unbelievable. Again, the same with the Great Tusk. I probably love this one more than the Iron Treads, but look at this. We actually got, wow. We actually did really well with the Great Tusk right there. Caradon EX, love this card, love it. We got the Denny right there as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. 5 of the Caradon EXs. God of War EX. I remember when this set first came out, this was one of the heavy hitters because of its playability. I think it dropped quite considerably after the fact though. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. We have 6 God of War EX, which is very, very good. I think I pulled a lot of these. My mom didn't pull many of these ones. I did a lot of these. One thing I was shocked to see was how many Miraidon EXs we pulled. Miraidon Special Illustrated Rare. I really, really like this card. The design is absolutely out of this world, and I haven't pulled these yet. I haven't pulled any of these when I'm opening any of my stuff or any content for the channel. I haven't pulled these. Only when we did this opening right here. So I'm happy with how many we got. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and I know that's maybe not as many as like the God of War, etc., but I love this card. And I've pulled a lot of God of War before on my own. I've never pulled this Miraidon, so I was kind of shocked when we saw this right here. And then, guys, let's move on to the Special Illustrated Rare supporter cards. Now, I don't know about you, when I'm opening for the store, and when I'm opening for value, and when you want that chase card, you want that Miriam, every time you pull a Penny Special Illustrated Rare, every time you pull a Jack, every time you pull an Arvin, your brain goes, that could have been Miriam. Or at least mine does. I'm not sure if yours guys does, but my brain goes, that could have been Miriam. And when it's not, I'm sad. But look at this. We pulled Penny 4, 5, 6 times, okay? Now let's see the consistency of this. We pulled Arvin 1, 2, 3, 4 times, okay? And remember when I was telling you about the full art probability as well, or the full art weight that we experienced, again, in our small subset of packs, was 4, 5, 6-ish. And so far, it's been consistent with the Special Illustrators as well. Jack, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We did really well with Jack. And here we go, guys. The final part of the video. What you guys came to see, what you guys want to know is how many Miriams did we pull in 1,500 packs of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet packs, okay? Here we go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We have 5 of these guys, okay, which is not bad. Roughly, it's similar to the Penny, the Jack, the Arvin, etc. So that's pretty good at least. At least we know we're consistent with them. We didn't really get unlucky. We actually probably got a little bit lucky. 5 is a good number, I think. It's a good number. However, on a lot of these, you can see up here, the nick in the top really lets the card down. Now, so far, I've been seeing the value of these in Ace 10s, in Gem Mint 10s at other companies like PSA, etc. is quite a lot more in the value of the card itself. The card raw dropped a lot, but the Ace and the PSA prices right now are quite good. And that's just because it's new, right? Not everyone's graded cards yet. Not everyone's got them back yet. People might have sent on higher tiers, Ultra at Ace, etc. But right now, it is true that the Miriam in Gem Mint 10 is significantly more than the raw card, which is always the case. Of course it is. It's a Gem Mint 10 card. And unlike PSA, if you go to Ace, you know you're going to get an actual 10. sorry. But, you know, it's kind of true though. However, look at this one right here. The quality of Scarlet and Violet cards isn't great. So this one, for example, is not going to be on the PokeRand store. I'm going to put it into my binder. Unless I pull some more, and we'll just keep this one on show. But yeah, anyway, I just want to point that out. The rest of them look pretty clean. Pretty clean. But look at that. Beautiful card. And I'm really excited for this era of Pokemon cards because, like, look at the card. Let me just take it out of its sleeve real quick, carefully. That is just a beautiful Pokemon card. And if you can think about all the other styles of cards on the way, like, I'm really excited, man. Like, the way they do the rainbow texture without it being a rainbow dual blank card is amazing, okay? And I'm really excited to see what they do with the fan favorites, the Charizards out there, or, you know, other trainers that we're gonna soon come. The Iono in Japanese is going crazy. In English, it's gonna be a different story, so don't go too crazy. But yeah, guys, this was 1,500 packs. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. For us, this was pretty much just opening cards for the store, making sure we get some single cards, but I thought, why not turn it into a video? Why not show you a bit of the behind the scenes process of PokeRand at least? And guys, I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like down below. Comment what your favorite card is. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.